Now joining the show, all-world quarterback, Ryder Lyons. What's this right here? What do I got here?
That's me. That's me right there.
So before, so like, listen. All right, I've been covering college football for now almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And like, I know that the sport is more advanced and you guys are getting more famous and all this stuff is this is the first time that a representative of yours came up and said, do you want a Ryder Lyons sticker? I got 3. I'm going to give one to my daughter.
That's awesome.
What's the origin story of this?
Well, she just texted me and she was like, should I print 500 of these? And I was like, heck yeah, of course.
Why not 5,000?
Yeah, seriously, that's what I asked. So
this is it's kind of interesting because like you as an Aura, being who you are, being in the position that you're in, all the colleges who want you, and you know, like, you're a pretty valuable asset to these colleges. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's it been like to be a kid to a certain extent, but also a young man who isn't just a football player, but a very valuable commodity to a bunch of really big organizations that are making millions and millions of dollars?
I mean, I'm just grateful for it all, to be honest. It's crazy. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't feel real, but yeah, grateful for it. I mean, I just love playing football. I love competing, so yeah.
You know, when you are in a position like this where you want to make the best decision for your future, you want to go to the right place, you got a brother at USC, you've got, faith ties at BYU, Michigan's a wonderful school, all the places that you're considering.
Yeah.
What means the most to you?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I think a big part for me is the culture of the schools. I want to go somewhere I want to work hard every single day. I want to compete, and I want to be somewhere where the coaches believe in me, but also push me hard.
Yeah.
I think the coaches is important. Now with the transfer portal, I mean, you can follow a coach, So I want to be somewhere. I mean, I'm spending most of my time with this coach, 7-8 hours of the day. I want to be with someone who I truly believe believes in me, and someone who I love to work for. Yeah,
and I don't know if you get asked this as much, but I'm wondering, being of the LDS faith, having a tie with BYU, a program that's coming after you hard, you could be somebody that changes the trajectory of that program in a massive way, because BYU, though a very good program that pushed for a playoff spot last year, hasn't had a player like this come through.
Yeah.
How much of a pool is your faith, and how much of a connection do you feel as somebody of that faith to lift up a program that embodies it?
It's hard for sure. I mean, I'm super familiar with it. Both my parents went there, my sisters went there, so I definitely understand it all. And yeah, it is. It's hard. I could do that and change the program. I mean, start a new wave of sort, but I also have to do what's best for me.
Yeah.
I have to look at everything. I'm not just going to make a decision without really knowing what I want to do. Once I commit to a school, it's really.
But it's on one hand, it's football and all the things that are about football, and then the other one's just bigger than football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is a big part for me.
Truth is, their starting quarterback's Jewish, so you don't have to be LDS to go there. But so let me ask you this: now when you're in this position, and you're getting close, and you have all these decisions, how do you parse through all that information? How do you process it as a person?
I mean, I pray about it. Talk to my parents, talk to my family, get input from them, and then ultimately I just have to pick what feels right to me, what feels like the most home, where I'm going to be the most comfortable, because when I'm the most comfortable, that's when I'm the best. So, yeah.
No matter what weekend you're watching the college basketball tournament, you need to be watching with Whataburger. Bring home the W with the ultimate tailgate package. The burger box from Whataburger is perfect for every occasion. Comes with 10 single or double burgers, with or without cheese, your pick of sauces, and all the fixings, which you can customize. Did someone say grilled jalapenos? I know I did, because when I go to Whataburger, I'm always adding grilled jalapenos. Keep it basic or go wild. It'll be a slam dunk. Order online from April 4th through 7th and earn double reward points. Now, you also, if we're ordering online, if we're just going crazy in the Whataburger app, they also have the Whata Wings Party Pack, 72 boneless tender bites, a family fry box, and a choice of sauce to help your team bring home the W. Order online April 4th through 7th, and you can earn double reward points at Whataburger. Yeah, the grilled jalapenos just, they slap.
Well, also too, like people in your position have always been well known and kind of famous. You're like really famous, right? Like you got like 180,000 TikTok followers. Your brother's at USC dating somebody from Dancing with the Stars. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
You're a businessman.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a businessman. You're a businessman.
Yeah.
Like, how do you kind of embody that? How do you try to capitalize on it? How make as much money as you can?
Capitalize on it for sure.
Look at this.
Yeah, your brand. I mean, my brand, my name, image, likeness, I guess, is very important. So getting it out there, posting TikToks. I mean, I love posting TikTok. I love entertaining people, but I love playing football more than that.
Do you feel like it's like college decision's one thing, but like also too, do you feel like you are a business and an asset and somebody that has to monetize?
For sure.
And like, how do you balance those two things of like working out and footwork and passing and OT7 and all the things that you're doing, but at the same time, like knowing that there's a lot of money and it's a very lucrative business to be a social media famous person and all those things that come along with that?
I think prioritizing what you need to prioritize. Football comes first, and then all social media comes second. That's just me. But you have to take advantage of it, of course. But I find times where I could, like just downtime where I could make TikToks, I guess, make videos, and then I'll just make a lot in that time period, and then I'll post them when I don't have, like if I don't have time in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. But, so talking to a few of the other 5-star quarterbacks here, because there's no question that 5-star quarterbacks are the most valuable players.
Yeah.
Both from a monetary standpoint, but also on the team.
Yeah.
But an NIL is fairly new. But people get very squirrely talking about it. They don't like talking about money. They don't like talking about what they're being offered. They don't like talking about just that whole other world. But that's a very important world.
Yeah.
As a 5-star quarterback, you're one of the top 1% athletes on the face of the earth, and you should be compensated for it. Why do you think people are so bashful, so shy, so nervous to talk about money?
Because if you do, you get labeled as someone who's chasing money. I mean, if you were to say they're offering me this, which the thing is, 99% of the world, if you got offered $150,000 more to take this job, most people are taking it.
Yeah, right.
But I think people don't want to talk about it because, you get bashed online, you get bashed on social media. But for me,
because they think that you're not focused.
I guess the whole thing for me about the NIL space is it's how much they believe in you, you know? Because if they're going to invest all this money into you, then
that's also a sign of trust.
Like, trust, like I believe in you, like you're our guy, you know? So that's the biggest part of me.
So who handles that for you?
I have an agent. I have an agent, my mom.
Yeah, and it's like having an agent and stuff like.
I don't like, to be honest, I don't like talking money with the coaches. Yeah. It kind of makes the relationship weird a little bit.
Yeah, but even then that's kind of weird.
Yeah. But
why should it?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a weird space. It's new, but
my current company paid me the most. I just want everybody to know.
Yeah,
it's
weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's weird.
And it's like, you know, you're somebody who's in that space a little bit more than most people would be. So I think you're an interesting person. Let me ask you one more thing, and I'll get you out of here so you can get in your game. So the LDS mission.
Yep.
How important? Obviously, very important is that to people of your faith. What do you plan on doing in that realm? And like, just a question from somebody who's unfamiliar and being vulnerable. Like, why do it when you have to do it? Do you have to do it that year, or have you thought about doing it later in life?
You don't have to, no. And you don't even have to go at all, to be honest. But my faith is a big thing in my life, of course. Jesus Christ is my rock. So I feel like, in my opinion, I've been blessed so much from my Heavenly Father, and I've got all this love from other people, all these blessings. So I think it's something for me to sacrifice. I mean, it's a big part of my life. Like, arguably the biggest. I'm going into college as a 5-star quarterback athlete, like we were talking about. But I think just stepping all away from that, kind of giving myself to serve other people. Yeah. Like, not talk about myself, not be about myself, just be about other people and serve other people. I think that will help me a lot. And I think that's a sacrifice that I have to make.
And how do you do football in that? Do you train while you're there?
Yeah,
or?
You can work out in the mornings. You have like a couple days a week where you can train, throw, but most of my time would be focused on Jesus Christ.
One last one. Where are you in your decision-making process? What's the last thing you have to do, and when would you like to commit?
I'll probably take all these OVs and unofficial visits, and then I'll make a decision in July.
Hey, really, really great talking to you, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
appreciate
for your
you. Thank
time.
you
and
so
good luck
much.
out there. It's
Yep.
been really fun watching
Thank you so much.
Thank you.